Hello everyone, welcome to TestFlix. This is Aslam Ali from Pakistan. I work at Hyperdata Computing Private Limited as a SQA manager, and I've been involved in software quality assurance field past 10 years or so now. I've been part of national and international community as well. Here's my presentation. So it's about actually for career starters and job seekers especially. So it's about first steps taken for a tester while starting their testing activity. My talk will cover the following topics. It's about discovering bugs, 5 Ws and 1 H, the ultimate starter pack, and the note to self. Regarding bug, there are so many definitions available. For me, my favorite one is a software bug is the difference between a usable and a non-usable product. And this should be the ultimate goal for testers. They should be able to find important bugs and potentially important and harmful bugs for softwares in a given time frame, no matter what the application is. And this should be their main focus as well. Testers should think differently. How? They should ask questions. Why this error has happened? How does it happen? What are the reasons that this error happened? What and where the developer went wrong? So this is the most important thing. If you know about the code, if you know about the error, you should also know about the coding side as well, the technicalities of it. You see, this is what makes you different from a normal user. A normal user can also identify a bug, and anomaly in the system. He or she can say, "Oh, this application is not working at all. It's a bug," and usually this happens. But what makes you different from them is that you know where to ask the right questions. Who was affected because of this error? So you need to have a stakeholder list as well. So where to start while testing? There are three areas: interfaces, functions, and boundaries. Talking about interfaces, there's a very interesting mix going on. You have your psyched up users, you have software testers, and then you have a swarm of applications and interfaces within working within each other and in conjecture to each other. So you have different sort of technologies, different sort of size of screens, different sort of application behavior, hardware platform available, and you have users at one hand, you have testers at one hand, and this behavior and everything behind it works beautifully together. And once you identify these interfaces, you can map these across the board. And once you map these across the board, you can see the application from a bird's eye view. So first step you need to take is to actually map your application, map whatever you are testing. And the interface is the best point to start actually. Next thing you need to identify while initiating your testing activities are the functions. What are functions? It's quite simple. What is it supposed to do? Is it doing it? How well is it doing it? Can you break that functionality? How does the application behave? If you shut down some function, does it still work? Are functions interrelated to each other? How do functions communicate? And lastly, what do they calculate? Once you answer these questions, you will have a complete picture of the application. Mind you, you have already defined the interfaces and now you are laying down another layer of function over it. So you can feel the coverage coming out. And that turns out actually beautiful once you do it with your hand, once you do while using mind mapping tool and it works beautiful. Next thing which you need to actually get a hold of are the boundaries. So you need to understand, you need to identify system boundaries. Now, boundaries are based on data, boundaries are based on users, boundaries are based on the fields which are in the system, and what developer does that they constrain these boundaries. They make them hard to break. What tester does that they actually try to break these boundaries. Now the error resides around the boundaries. How do you find the errors? The first one to do is actually to induce variety in your test. You need to break the complexity with the complexity. So more complex your application is, more complex and detailed your test cases should be. More complex and detailed your automated script should be. More complex and detailed your arguments should be. Okay, so once you identify those interfaces, once you identify those areas to test. And once you identify the boundaries, it becomes a whole lot clear picture. Second thing to do to break boundaries is to have a set of stream data or sets of stream data with you. And these sets of stream data you use on the board of application through the interfaces and functions, just like an obstacle field. You move from one interface, one function to another, you tackle the constraints put in by the developer, and then you move on. Once you go from one point to the next point of the application, you will also really reveal that how many constraints and how many conditions developer has actually put there wrongly, and where are the loopholes, which are the weak links on the chain. So this is the best way to do. You create a stubs of data, test data, and then you move from one location to another location. Another way to break the boundary is to have your test object, and then you have conditions placed on it by the developer, and then you have an upper and lower limit of the acceptable data range. You know about this because of the field construction and everything. And once that is, then you put your data stream through that from the acceptable data range to the unacceptable data range, and then you see how the system behaves. This reveals great amount of errors. And this is where developer also fall short because of their time constraint, because of their limited to the requirement side. So this is where tester actually works their charm. In the end, note to self: don't overthink at the first. Just let it flow. Let your thoughts flow. Map your test coverage. Create a map, complete map. Document everything. And lastly, tools are really helpful in testing, but they don't test. You do testing. So once you are clear on these things, the next project you are going to take over is going to be wonderful for you. So you should understand that once your coverage is there on the map, once your detailed and in-depth mind maps are ready, once you know your targets, the rest becomes actually far easier than anticipated. Thank you so much. Arslan Ali, signing out.